Sup, tax evaders, you fucking losers? What are you doing listening to a podcast? You got nothing better to do with your fucking life? Great way to Great way to alienate the audience before they've even decided if they want to suck my cock or not. How you fuckers doing? Having a great day? Yeah, I got rid of the intro music. If you listen to the first one, the intro music was fucking stupid. I didn't like how it sounded. No intro music, just right into the fucking action. Now, why am I so fucking giddy today? Well, that's because I'm just gonna be fucking rambling here. I don't think I wrote down any topics for this one. So this is gonna be a real fucking rambler here. So, that being said, let's go into the first fucking thing that I've kind of thought of in my head, preemptively going into this, alright? So, you guys know the fucking, you know the girls that are on Instagram, and, they post the pictures of themselves in bikinis, and, they'll post videos at the gym or whatever, they're, on the treadmill, or, lifting weights. Those girls, they call themselves fucking influencers. We're all aware of this word influencer. It's like a fucking earworm just crawled into our head, planted itself in there. Some crazy fucking meme that spread. This word got popular real fucking fast, man. And it's a horrible word. Influencer. It sounds so stupid. But we've all kind of just, we're pretending it's not stupid. We're just acting like it's normal now. To call yourself a fucking influencer. I mean, think about it. The people that call themselves influencers, it's usually girls on Instagram, right? That are into fitness or whatever the fuck else. I think I got a burp coming. Oh, that was a tiny one. That was embarrassing. But they're into fitness, whatever the fuck else. So they got 100,000 followers on fucking Instagram. Nothing. That's nothing. 100,000 followers. I can get 100,000 followers on Instagram as well. All I gotta do is Photoshop my ass a little bit and shave my fucking legs. And I'll be looking like James Charles. That guy's got a hell of an ass for a man. I remember when he posted that on Twitter. That was shocking. I mean, do you think he works it out, or do you think he just naturally has a big fat booty? If somebody showed me his ass with the rest of him cut off, just the ass and maybe the upper thighs, yeah, I'd be like, okay, I could see that being a woman's ass. That it looks feminine. I might, consider beating my schmeat to that. Yeah, that's nice. And they zoom out and you're like, okay, now I'm definitely beating my schmeat to this. You fucking kidding, James Charles? Beautiful son of a bitch. The fuck? Oh yeah, I was talking about influencers. So, these fucking girls will call themselves influencers. They got 100,000 followers on fucking Instagram. Who are you influencing? The 5 people that actually care about you? The rest of those, 99% of their followers are just fucking horny dudes looking for some fap material on the gram. You guys ever see a dude looking at Instagram in public? He's kind of like a meathead, and he's scrolling down, and it's just hot girl after hot girl. I'm like, holy shit, dude. You're not getting a girlfriend with that. You take a girl on a date, and she sees your Instagram feed, you're fucked. You're out. You're fucking out. Seriously, if you're a girl listening to this podcast, which considering my my YouTube analytics shows that I think 90% or so of my audience is male. So if you're the one female listening to this podcast who isn't my girlfriend, if you're going on a date with a new guy and you really want to gauge what kind of person this guy is, it's hard to tell. It can be really hard to tell, You might be getting a sociopath. You might be getting a fucking axe murderer. A great fucking way to gauge what kind of person this guy is. Have him show you his Instagram page. Just scroll through it a little bit, If it's all ass and tits, he ain't the one. Or maybe he is. He's probably got some fucking crazy libido. He'll just fuck you. You'll have 8 orgasms at once. So if you're interested in that and you don't mind him looking at some titties on Instagram, I guess that's cool. But if you're a normal person who, wants another normal person to be dating, don't fucking date a guy that's following a bunch of fucking girls on Instagram, man. That's like that. They say alpha and beta, for men. They don't really apply this to women, but if you're a woman and you're dating a guy and he's following a bunch of fucking fitness chicks on Instagram and constantly looking at other girls' titties on his Instagram page, you're a beta female. You're a beta female to just be okay with that. That's fucking embarrassing. Jesus Christ, I'm getting off track. The influencers. I hate the word influencer with all of my fucking heart. It's so fucking self-aggrandizing. Like, oh my God, you influence people. That's like so cool. Like, people just want to be you. People just want to be like you. Now, if you apply the word influencer to say like Tom Cruise or like Kim Kardashian, makes sense. There's tons of dudes out there that look at Tom Cruise as like the pinnacle of maleness. Like, okay, put on a couple of inches to his height and, you know, he's like 11 out of, he's like a Greek god. You know what I mean? But, you know, Kim Kardashian, same deal. You know, a lot of women look up to her and they're like, I want to have a big fake fat ass stuffed full of silicone just like that. That's gorgeous. I want to Photoshop my ass to look like hers. A lot of people look up to them. They are influential. You know, there's plenty of people out there, and if they see Tom Cruise saying, this is my diet pill, I take this weight loss pill, and it keeps me lean and mean and Scientology machine, those people will probably be like, well, fuck yeah, Scientology machine, lean and mean, oh, I gotta buy these pills, and they're gonna listen to them. And, you know, I think that this does apply to some of the famous for being famous people on Instagram as well. I can't even list any of their names. I don't fucking know. What, like the D'Amelio? Charlie D'Amelio? Is that? Listen, I'm so out of touch with the fucking youth culture. I'm only 23, but I probably carry myself like a fucking 35, 40-year-old man at this point. I'm so fucking disconnected. I know of the D'Amelio, what the fuck is their name? D'Amelio sisters? Aren't they like twins or some shit? Or I don't fucking care. I don't know. But those people are actually influential. There's like millions of people. But you've got like 50,000 followers on Instagram. You post a couple of videos a week of your titties bouncing on a fucking treadmill. You get a bunch of horny guys in the comments saying like, oh my God, what's your number? I'm going to go and stalk you. You're so hot. You know, shit like that. Though, you know, you're not really influential. You're just going to be the next, sexual violence statistic if you're doing that. That is not to say that it's deserved. That's not to say that you deserve it. Please do not take that and run with that. I'm not saying that you deserve it. I'm just saying that you got to be careful. Because you don't know. When you're posting shit on the internet, you don't know what kind of people you're going to attract. Stalkers have been a thing since celebrity was invented. Since we came up with the idea of celebrity as a species. You know, stalkers have existed since then. People who just get fully fucking obsessed and, base their entire life around somebody. Now that's who you want to influence. That's how you make the money. People always say, oh, I don't want stalkers. Stalkers are bad. But you're going to make a whole lot of fucking money off them. They're buying all your merch. They're listening to all your music, your podcast. Maybe. But I don't know. It's just a crazy fucking concept that it's like an 18-year-old girl just fucking graduated high school. She's not even looking for a job. She ain't in college. She's just going to Cancun specifically to get some fucking titty pics of her in a skimpy bikini, posting that shit on Instagram for 800,000 people and getting 1 million likes. And that's where she derives her entire self-worth from. And for some fucking reason, we as a society have come together and decided that we should pay these people money for doing nothing! Nothing! What do they contribute? They fly to Cancun and they post pictures of themselves in a fucking bikini on the beach. What does that contribute to society? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. In fact, it makes society worse. Because you get all these dudes out there that just want to look at girls' titties on Instagram and they can't even see a beautiful pair of titties right in front of them. You know? Their girlfriend's titties. They're right there, man. Just grab them. Or maybe you don't have a girlfriend. I don't know. I think that kind of plays into it, though. If you're looking at porn all the time, and you're looking at, softcore porn, you're looking at girls in bikinis on Instagram, or, tight, skimpy outfits where they're showing off their ass and their tits, and they're photoshopping it so that their butts look bigger and their tits look nice and full, if you're saying that, you get an unrealistic expectation of what women should look like and what you deserve. When in reality, bro, you're a 4 out of 10. Yeah, you got some muscle, but you have the personality of a fucking egg. And that's not to say that eggs don't have a personality. They hatch, they grow, and so can you, but these people often don't. They're like the unfertilized eggs that you buy at the grocery store, you know? They're unfertilized fucking chicken eggs, a bunch of these guys. They think that they're really fucking hot, and you know, maybe they get some action every now and then. You know, they go to a frat party and manage to find the drunkest girl in the room, and they look good for that night, but after that, dude, you're not finding, like, a solid fucking girlfriend. And if you do end up with a girlfriend, you're gonna end up with not a good person, usually. I mean, those types of people don't end up... They attract... Bad people attract bad people. Shitty personalities mesh. Toxic people stick to each other like fucking magnets. You ever see that thing where if you take cereal and you crush it up and then you put a strong magnet over top of it, that bunch of iron comes out of the cereal? Because they literally, like, you know how you need iron for your body, right? You need iron. That's just a thing. But you don't really think about it. You're like, iron, you know, it's a metal. Okay. But you don't really think about it. It's literally metal. Like, the iron metal goes into your body, and that's just fine. Like, you can't swallow, like, what is something that is metal? A pen? You can't swallow a metal pen and be fine. But you can take small amounts of iron in cereal, and that's just totally fucking... that's just something you can do? That's wild. And if you crush it up and you put a magnet over top of it, it just comes out, and you can see it. You're like, holy shit, this is literally just tiny pieces of metal that I'm ingesting. And you might think, if you didn't know, you'd be like, what these fucking guys are trying to poison me. This goddamn society, man. Government's trying to poison us with metals in our fucking cereal. They're putting gay chemicals into the water to make us gay and the frogs gay. You'd have no idea. If you did that and you had no idea that you needed iron to live, you'd be like fucking disgusted. You're like, I can't believe this, man. Man, can I get a fuck count? How many times have I said fuck? 12 minutes. 12 and a half minutes into this fucking podcast. How many times, man? I curse a lot. It's just something about me. But anyway, this has been a whole ass fucking tangent here. One thing that I want to talk about is, now if you are a fan of my YouTube channel, fan of my content, you know, maybe you've heard this in some of my videos or my live streams, or you saw it on Twitter, or you've heard me talk about it wherever it may be, wherever you might interact with me. I've been looking for a job, a full-time job, because I just graduated from college about a little over a month ago, I guess a month and a half ago or so. And it's fucking, you know, it's been tough. It's been a hard look. I started looking before I graduated because I didn't want to graduate and then just sit there for the next fucking 6 months and start writing freelance articles on shitty journalism websites like a fucking millennial. Why can't I find a house? Why can't I get a job? I have a PhD in gender studies. Why won't anyone hire me? I don't want to be one of those people. So it feels good because I've actually got a job now. I've lined one up. I've said yes to the company. I've gotten some information about it, and it's great because, again, you know, going back, if you know me, I live in New Jersey. I'm in South Jersey. My girlfriend lives in Texas. So seeing each other is pretty fucking hard, I would say. It's about a 24-hour drive from here to Texas. And, you know, so I have not driven, obviously. I've flown, and she's flown here. But now, this job that I found is in the area that she lives in, Texas. So it's perfect. I'm actually going to be able to move down there because I'll have a job that will be able to support me being able to buy cereal with fucking metals inside of it. And, you know, and a place to live and store said cereal. So it's fucking exciting, man. It's exciting. I am worried, though, because this is an entry-level job, and I'm going to be working a lot. It's going to be 50, 55-hour weeks. You know what I mean? I'll be working 12 hours a day, 4 days a week. That's a long fucking day to be working, man. So I'm worried. Sorry, I'm hitting my desk. I hope that's not loud. Excuse me, I think I have to burp, but I'm not sure. What's with these tiny fucking baby burps? Anyway. I don't know what's gonna happen with my YouTube channel, man. You know, I've been doing the daily uploads now. Today, I haven't updated it yet, but I'm looking over at my whiteboard. 61 days. The day that I'm recording this, it's 61 days in a row of daily uploads, except for an unintended 7-day hiatus when YouTube fucking suspended me for bullshit reasons. Fucking horseshit, man. That was ridiculous. But, you know, so I want to keep the streak going, and I want to keep daily uploading going because I really enjoy it. And, you know, I've had a lot more fun with YouTube since doing the daily uploading. You know, I used to post videos and get 100,000 views in a few hours and thousands of fucking comments. But I much more enjoy it now, even though I'm not getting the same feedback that I used to. Because I'm inserting a lot more of myself into it. It's a lot more of a vulnerable thing than uploading Reddit content. Because at the most, people are going to say, oh, your voice sucks. You have a shit voice. But when I'm giving my opinions, showing my face, and talking, that leaves so much room for me to get fucking shit on. Just absolutely shit on by everyone. And you gotta be a specific type of person to do YouTube. You know, not everybody should want to do YouTube, even though fucking United States, that's like the #1 career that people want. It ain't a fucking career, it's a joke. It's a joke. I don't know why you would actually want to do YouTube full time unless you're this very specific type of person that knows how to roll with the fucking punches and accept the criticism. Because by God, you are gonna get fucking criticism. That's just what you have to expect. It's what you have to anticipate going into making YouTube videos. People aren't gonna be nice to you. It's the internet. People are gonna see your face. And, you know, maybe 99 out of 100 people that see you every single day think that you're attractive. You're a good-looking person, and they think you have a nice personality. 99% of the people that you interact with, just like you in general, think you're a good-looking person, right? There's that one fucking person that thinks you're ugly and that you suck. They're mean. They don't have much of a life. They fucking hate themselves. They're like, they have like 8 cats, so they spend half their day cleaning fucking kitty litter. So, you know, they're not exactly happy. They're not too enthused with the direction that their life is going. So they want to take it out on you. You ugly motherfucker. You are disgusting. You are filthy. Watch your fucking tongue. You are so stupid. They'll say all this fucking retarded shit. And so if you're a person that's not used to getting a lot of criticism, you know, let's say you were the fucking, you were the queen of prom, the prom queen. There we go. That's what it's called. You're the prom queen. You've always been attractive your whole fucking life. Everybody's always given you everything. You know, you're smart, so you do well in school. And you don't even have to try that hard. Life's been pretty good so far, as they say. And then you go and you post a YouTube video that happens to get 50,000 views. And people like to be meaner to girls than to guys. I'm not, or maybe it's just that they're equally mean to guys as they are to girls, but girls make more of a fucking stink out of it. I don't know. I think girls just don't know how to handle online criticism. I think girls handle criticism much better than guys in real life. I think they generally handle criticism better, unless you're talking about their appearance. Fucking all bets are off. But, you know, if you're talking about like their work or how funny they are or something, they'll probably roll with it better. But online, guys roll with it pretty well, and girls do not know how to handle it. So you post a YouTube video that blows up, and suddenly, you know, you've got 8,000 comments. 7,990 of these comments are like, oh my God, this video was so great. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for making this. You're you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, and just have a great day. Almost every single fucking comment is nice. And then you get those 10 comments from those people who've been having a real shit day, or week, or month, or years, you know. They're 40. They ain't got a good job. They're still working at the fucking Lowe's. They don't understand how this happened. They got their bachelor's degree in fucking gender studies, man. How did this happen to me? I got my gender studies degree. I can tell you everything about the male and female anatomy and social, cultural phenomena. Why am I working at a Lowe's? You know, those people, they're having a shit day at work. They come home and your video pops into their feed. They watch it and they didn't particularly like it. But because they've had such a horrible day and a horrible fucking life leading up to it, they gotta take it out somewhere. Where are they gonna take it out? On you! You! You're right there and you're ripe for the fucking picking. Nice, innocent looking 18-year-old fucking kid. Your video's blowing up, you're doing well, you're probably feeling pretty good about yourself. Well, god damn it, you shouldn't feel better than me. You're half my fucking age and you're already more successful? This is... What the fuck is this? What is this? And then they have to leave that mean comment. They have to leave that mean comment to make themselves feel better. To bring you down a few notches. There's a lot of people that just don't know how to roll with punches like that. But, and I didn't in the past. I don't think it's something... I think some people are naturally able to just roll with punches and just not give a fuck. But I think for the rest of us, it has to be learned. You know what I mean? And sadly, the way to learn is for people to just beat you fucking down. You know, so I've gotten so many fucking mean comments over the time that I've been making content on YouTube, going all the way back to when I was a little kid, you know, when I was a fucking making my first YouTube videos with my friend back then, I guess when I was 11 or 12 or something. Now, those videos were shit, were hot garbage because we'd never made videos before. So we were, you know, flying by the seat of our fucking pants, just trying to make good videos, good content, and have fun doing it. We had so much fun doing it. And it went along really well. But every now and then we'd get a comment that says, "This video sucks, you kids are stupid," or something. And you know, as a little 12-year-old, you don't normally get comments like that. You know, people don't really say that very often, unless you go to a shitty school. But the school I went to, bullying was very fucking minimal. I did get bullied a little bit, but I think, you know, at least everybody has experienced a small amount of bullying to some degree. It's never been something, I mean, back then it bothered me, but it doesn't bother me anymore to this day. But then it definitely did. But since then, you know, like I was saying, with online, you get like, people go all out. Like, at least in person when you're in school, people might be a complete dick, but they do pull their punches a little bit. They don't want to make you kill yourself, usually, unless you're a piece of shit. But they'll pull their punches a little bit. But online, all bets are fucking off, man. People will be as mean to you as they want to be. And they do not give a singular fuck. So, doing it for years and years, you slowly build up a thicker skin. You know, it's like you get calluses. Is that what it's called? Calluses on your feet? You know, from walking without shoes on. That's what posting stuff on the internet is, really. Posting anything that is personal about you, whether it's a picture, a opinion, or whatever it may be. Anything relating to you. Posting that online is walking without shoes on. Just over time. You might step on a couple of nails down the road. You might get a shard of glass stuck up your fucking foot and you gotta pull it out and it hurts. And you cry maybe a little bit. But as you keep going, you build up a thicker skin. You keep building it up and it gets easier and easier till your feet don't hurt anymore. Except unless you're me and you have fucked up feet that you inherited from your mom's, you know, fucked up genetics. Fucking inferior genetics. I have fucked feet, man. Well, they're not super fucked. But they're gonna be. I get foot pain real fucking bad. I'm 23 and I get terrible foot pain. And I don't know if it's just that I'm out of shape. But what happens is I can go and run for like a mile, right? I can run for 2 miles, 3 miles, whatever the fuck it may be, or walk for the whole day. And, you know, my feet will hurt a little bit, but they're fine. But for whatever reason, when I'm standing still, like if I'm working let's say I worked at a grocery store, and I'm standing still for most of the day, like as a fucking cashier, whatever, my feet are gonna burn with the agony of 1,000 dying stars. Like, there's nothing worse than the pain I'm feeling in my feet. But speaking of feeling pain in your feet, I really want to hear this from you guys. Has this ever happened to you? Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going on with my brain right now? You wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. No. Fuck P. Diddy. You wake up in the morning and you're feeling pretty good, you're tired, and you're still in bed, and you go to stretch, because you've been lying there fucking sedentary for 8 hours or however long it may be, so you need to stretch. So you go and you do a big stretch, you raise your fucking arms up into the air, you stretch your legs out all big, feels fucking good, and then suddenly out of nowhere, boom, your foot has just locked in place. The muscles of your foot are locked, being held out at that stretched position. And suddenly, you're getting the most agonizing pain you've ever fucking gotten in your feet. Or in your one foot. It only happens to one at a time for me. Has that happened to you? That's what happens. I stretch out, my foot locks in place. Just fucking locks. And, I'm suddenly in the most agonizing fucking pain ever for like the next 30 seconds or so. And as it subsides, my muscles slowly relax and my foot kind of just goes back into place. But holy fuck! It hurts so bad. I can't even tell you how fucking badly it hurts. I wish that there was a way to like kind of convey pain to people a little bit better, I don't know. Like, without actually physically hurting someone, trying to explain how badly something hurts. I don't know, man. I don't know. But what is this shit on Twitter right now? I'm looking over at Twitter right now, and I'm seeing something that's promoted, or I guess not promoted, but it's like on the what's happening, like the trending shit. Food Insider, admit it, grilling is bad. There's this article that's come out that grilling sucks. The tweet is from Josh Barrow. I think he's a journo. Your grill is filthy, has poor temperature control, and for some idiot reason has the heating element below the food, so fat drips into it and catches fire. There's a better way to cook. In your kitchen. Shut the fuck up! Are you fucking serious? This is an attack on men. You know why this article was written by Josh the woman Barrow? Because he hates men. Self-hating man. No, but seriously, what the fuck is this shit? People love to fucking grill, man. I'll tell you what's nice about grilling. Is getting the nice grilled flavor. That's a unique fucking flavor. If you cook a hamburger on a skillet, or in a toaster oven, it's not gonna taste right. But if you get a nice burger, you throw it on the grill, you get a little char going on it, you get it fucking ripping hot, all you do is you leave it on for a little bit. You let it cook through a bit, but you want to leave it medium rare. If you eat your burgers anything but medium rare, you're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong. Medium rare is the only way to enjoy a steak and a burger. And don't even get me fucking started on people that like their steak well done. Oh! You like a nice piece of meat with no flavor? That's what you're into. You don't like flavor at all? Okay. But that's what's nice about the grill with a hamburger or a hot dog. I just had hot dogs on the grill last night. And you know what I think? They were fucking delicious. God damn it. You get that nice char on them. Adds a little bit of flavor, the little burnt flavor, Normally you don't like that burnt flavor, but with the char on the meat, it's fucking delicious. It tastes great. And you know what else is nice? You throw a little bit of the cheese. You throw the cheese onto the patty as it's cooking on the grill. That way the cheese gets nice and ripping hot and fucking melts onto the burger. And then you can stick that between two buns and stuff your fucking face. Grilling is awesome. I don't care if it's dirty. I don't fucking care. Do you see me giving a singular fuck? And you know what? You know what else he brought up, like I said? And for some idiot reason, has the heating element below the food. So fat drips, Jesus, I said draps twice. So fat drips into it and catches fire. That, you telling me that you don't like seeing the fat drip in and catch fire? Who doesn't like watching the fat catch fire? The fuck is... This guy should have his man pass revoked. Josh Barrow. Look at this fucking guy. Thinks he's so cool. He's posting a picture of himself in like the fjords of Norway or Iceland or some shit. Columnist for Insider, host of KCRW's Left, Right, and Center, and co-host with Pope Hat of All the President's Lawyers. Nobody's listening to your fucking podcast, Josh. Then again, he's got 280,000 followers. Oh, whoa, shit, look at that. He's followed by Ellen DeGeneres and Bernie Sanders. This is the kind of person that the elites let into their club. Like, what's that? Something bad about grilling? You've said something bad about grilling? Yes! Join us! I was having a conversation with my girlfriend the other night, and she disagreed with me. I think society has gone full-blown attack mode against masculinity and men. And I think this is a part of it. I think they want to get rid of masculinity because they don't like it. They think that femininity is better. And I don't think either is better than the other. I think femininity and masculinity are both, they're different, but equally important to for society to function. So when you have too much masculinity, that's not good. You got too much femininity, that's not good. But for some reason, I feel like these fucking radical feminists, like the ones that push the theory, like there's the activists, and the activists read the people who write the theory. You know what I mean? So the people writing the theory, and these are like philosophers. These are people who philosophize. That was a slightly better burp. They have a moral backing to every single one of their arguments. If you're a philosopher, and that's what you do, you develop or incorporate someone else's ethical philosophy into your theories. There's always got to be an ethical philosophy behind whatever you're philosophizing about. So I think part of their philosophy is being against not only men, or toxic masculinity, if you will, or the power structures. They're against masculinity overall. I think that's what they hate. I think they hate dudes, and they hate that we're masculine. So they've realized, they need men for the human species to survive. They get rid of men. If women somehow rise up and kill all the men, which good fucking luck. How are they going to do that? You ever see those women on Twitter? They're like, yeah, oh my God, kill all men. Good luck. You couldn't take down one dude who's overweight and like below average. Like, if one woman tried to take down like a guy who's 5'7" and like 220 pounds, super sedentary, doesn't work out at all, and she's pretty healthy, active, and in good shape, that dude would eat her fucking alive. How are you going to get rid of the men? Anyway, I think they want to get rid of the men. I do. But like I said, they know that they can't because they need us to continue the species. And we need them. That's why, women hating men I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I don't know what kind of rabbit hole I'm going down here with this. Maybe I should stop while I'm ahead here. This seems like the kind of shit that gets you canceled. I'm catching on to what they're after. I know what they want. I like throwing around they every now and then. Because, it's like, what the fuck does they mean? Who are you talking about? You talking about the they be down the road? Little, doesn't have a name. They just call him, oh, come here. They haven't given him or her or they or it or zer a name yet. Because they get to decide on their own when they're older. Or maybe you could just give them like a very gender androgynous name, like Aaron, Erin's weird because if you spell it Erin, that's an exclusively female name. But if you spell it Aaron, it's an exclusively male name. But it's pronounced exactly the same, Erin, both ways. But if you spell it differently, that's what creates the masculinity or femininity there. Like if you're interacting with somebody online and their name is Erin, you're like, okay, this is a girl. Now I know that that's not always the case, but Ryan is also a name that works. Ryan can be a guy or Ryan can be a girl. It's also a girl's name. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm on about, but I'm excited for my future right now, guys, but nervous. Like I said, I just don't know if I'm going to be able to keep YouTube going at the same time. But here's the thing, I'm going to try it. I'm going to fucking try because I really like doing this. Man, I'm only at 35 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make 60 on this one. This one might end up being a shorter one. But, another burp. Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. I'm going to finally be moving out for the first time. Like, truly on my own. I mean, before I moved out for college, you know what I mean? But my college is like was a 40-minute drive from my house. But, so I could always be home in less than an hour if I ever needed to. But I'm going to be moving halfway across the fucking country. So it's not like if I ever just desperately need to talk to my dad in person, I just need to see his face, just get a hug or whatever the fuck, or just need his help in general with something. It's a 24-hour drive away. Like, the quickest that he could get here would be, or get to where I end up living, would be by flying, but you can't exactly just like, oh yeah, like fly like you're catching a fucking bus. Like, oh yeah, let me just go catch the next plane. So it's a little nerve-wracking. And like I said, it's going to be a lot of work. But I'm looking forward to it. And I'm not going to lie to you guys here. It's going to be some pretty good money. I know you're not supposed to talk about money. It's one of those adult things. I can't tell you the exact number because that's off limits. But I can buy like an $800,000 car. You're like, yep, there you go. See, I was actually thinking about that earlier because you're not allowed to talk about how much money you make. Like that's just like a societal standard. It's rude to ask somebody how much money they make. If you go up to some random guy on the street and you say, how much money do you make? He's going to be like, fuck, none of your fucking business. You know what I mean? But, so you can't tell people outright, yeah, I make $300,000 a year or whatever the fuck it might be. You have to buy stuff to show them so they can kind of get an idea. You got to buy a $1 million house, or you got to get a nice sports car, or a new Tesla, or a beach house, whatever the fuck, so that they can be like, oh, they can kind of make guesses in their head, like, okay, so if they're buying $1 million mansion, they got a 30-year mortgage, well, 15-year mortgage, oh boy, they're making some good money then. They're making some good money. Like, you can't tell people outright. You have to just, it's like this weird proxy way of bragging how much money you make by just buying fancy shit. So I wonder if this societal stigma around income didn't exist and people were just constantly telling each other like, yeah, man, I bring in about $150 a year. Somebody's like, oh man, good for you. I'm only getting about $90 right now. Been at this 5 years. Guy's like, listen, I've been at this 10. Just keep at it, man. I wonder if that were the case, would we see as much signaling? Would people buy as many fancy cars or expensive watches or fucking Air Jordans or whatever the fuck? Are people going to be buying as many of them? I don't know. It's a good question. For another time. Bum, bum, bum. I should try and get like a viewer segment for this. Like reading stuff from viewers, like, I don't know, fucking emails, or just like, I don't know, Discord messages. Maybe that's a good idea. I should set up a channel on my Discord where people can ask me questions for the podcast. That's not a bad idea. And I can just go through and answer the questions, some of the questions, or like share a story or whatever the fuck it might be. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think I am actually going to wrap up this podcast here because I don't know if you've been able to tell, but I've basically been out of shit to talk about for the past 10 minutes now. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out and listening to this episode of Your Podcast Got Leaked. It's fun, and goddamn it, it's difficult to talk to yourself for this long. I managed to talk to myself for 40 minutes straight. This is an art, a fucking skill that you have to hone. It's impressive. Bill Burr does it well. But, yeah, anyway, that's about it. Thank you guys, and I'll catch you guys next Saturday. See ya.